Holly's smile faltered. She knew he was just joking, trying to lighten the mood, but she couldn't help it. She didn't want to be missed simply because she hadn't been around to fit into whichever job was needed.
And I'm more than ready to hand back over the books,
Patrick tossed out as he came forward from the pack. Holly did the books for the horse and rafting tours. She forced a curve back to her lips. Surely you guys missed me for more than that. I did, Kendall said. She'd remained by Holly's side and was currently tracing the tip of a finger over one of the applique daisies Holly had stitched to her maxi dress. Kendall was 10 and reminded Holly of herself more than anyone else in the family. Thank you, Kendall. Holly gave the girl's cheek a kiss. I missed you the most. Kendall's smile could have lit the room. Will you put eyeshadow on me? She bit her lip with excitement. Mom wouldn't do it the whole time you were gone. Holly tapped one of Kendall's bare eyelids and winked, knowing her metallic gold shadow flashed with the move. I'll fix you up to match me just as soon as we party. Kendall giggled, and everyone moved into the dining room where her mother had a massive spread of appetizers and desserts waiting. Holly knew it wasn't solely for her. Maybe the intent was for her, but with guests coming and going at all hours of the day, they couldn't have snacks out without including extras for them. But she didn't mind. The gesture was nice. We were hoping to do a welcome back dinner at Patrick's, her mother began as she grabbed a plate and passed it to Holly. But you came home a couple of days later than we anticipated. Holly wasn't sure what that had to do with anything. Saturday nights were the norm for family dinners. They could just as easily be having dinner tonight. She took the plate and plucked one of her mom's chocolate petit fours from the serving tray, but before popping it into her mouth, reminded them, Until a couple days ago, I didn't even plan to come home, remember? That wasn't entirely true. She'd seen the writing on the wall weeks ago. She'd just delayed informing anyone of her imminent return, especially given that they didn't know what she'd gone to Chicago to do. They'd thought she'd had some kind of wild hair she needed to work out, sow some oats or something. They had no idea she'd actually been chasing her dream. She shoved the dessert in her mouth, all in one bite, to keep from feeling sorry for herself. Oh, Holly! Her mother patted Holly's bulging cheek as Holly chewed the sugary treat. Cramming too much food in her mouth was one of the habits that drove her mother crazy. Of course we knew you'd be back, Sylvia cooed. You aren't cut out for a big city. The muscles in Holly's throat closed, threatening to keep her from swallowing the treat. Apparently everyone had believed that about her. A little support would have been nice, though, even if they hadn't known the full reason behind her trip. Well, she said when she had her mouth clear, I'm back now. The words came out much more chipper than she felt.
and it's a good thing,
Patrick added. He grabbed a plate while his 3 sons, ages 5 to 12, filed in behind him. All 3 boys were spitting images of their father, and they mimicked his actions, taking a sampling of every dish on the table.
Mom and Dad are leaving tonight,
Patrick informed her.
Jilly and I were getting worried that we'd have to juggle both the tours and the guest breakfast if you didn't get back today.
Holly swiveled her head to the front door where the luggage sat. Her heart was suddenly thudding in her chest. You're leaving? She looked at her mom and dad. Tonight? Hank Marshall nodded.
Just for a week. Your mom wanted an anniversary trip.
He gave Sylvia a slow wink.
I'm taking her to a hot spring over in Arkansas. It's going to be romantic.
Every Marshall child in the room groaned. No one wanted to hear about their parents' love life. But, Mom, Holly began. She knew she sounded whiny. She couldn't help it. I just got home. I know, sweetie, but you'll be here when we get back, and this is the best time, before we get too busy with the Firefly Festival. The annual Firefly Festival was